Hello, 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 and welcome to the first ever edition of Hot Take After Dark on YouTube. I am Luna,
Hot take. I'm Kate.
and tonight we are tipsy and ready to talk about things.
Most importantly, Megan.
Most importantly, Megan. We've got some other stuff to talk about first, but how has your week
Megan.
been?
It's been. It's weird that it's Thursday.
It is weird that it's Thursday.
Like I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
I've only technically had 3 days of work, and yet it feels like I've been to Nam and back.
I
So
forgot that normal people did not have to work on Monday. I had to work. So I'm like, what are you talking about?
I I'm in a 4 day week,
Yeah.
and yet an eon,
Yeah.
several,
Yeah.
maybe more.
Yeah. Before we really get into things, I feel like we should talk about what we're drinking tonight. So tonight I am drinking some type of white wine. I don't know what it is.
Where'd you get it?
Oh, my coworker gave it to me, and it's from his wedding. So this bottle of wine has some magical stuff in it. It has wedding magic. It has wedding magic in it. It is also 12%, and I didn't realize that until I started drinking it.
Wait,
So
they had a 12% bottle of wine at their wedding.
yeah, like all of their wines were like this. He brought in like several bottles of wine,
That's the kind of wedding I want to go to.
right?
I need
Like
everybody that plans on having a wedding and inviting me to take notes.
exactly
12%?
12%. 12%.
Love. Love that for
Love.
them.
I am drinking this out of the very adorable Wally mug that I got at Disneyland. Hashtag not sponsored.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hashtag we wish.
Hashtag we wish.
Cute.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Coke with not sponsored, obviously. And that's it. I'm actually stone cold sober. Can't you tell? No. There's sherry in it because I had to buy because listen, why do I have sherry in my fridge? Thank you for asking. I had to buy it for I had to buy it for Broovies,
Okay.
which is the other thing that I do where we get drunk on mic. So I'm a veteran at
Okay.
being publicly intoxicated.
Yes.
And now I just have it left over because who drinks a bottle of sherry?
Who drinks shit?
A housewife in the 50s.
Yeah.
But I am not that, so I'm trying to get rid of it. I
I
figured
know.
this worked.
I love how we're both already like very shades of red.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It's also, if you see me whip this bad boy out, it's hot in here. This lovely little man that protects you from seeing the rest of my apartment, um, also normally covers my radiator so that my radiator doesn't actually do what it's supposed to do
yeah.
because it worked too well, and then I get hot and I feel homicidal. And so I use it to cover it, and when I'm doing this, obviously it's serving a different function.
Yeah.
And so my radiator is just heating with abandon.
Got it.
It's a hard thing to complain about. It's doing what it's supposed to do, but
It
I don't like
is.
it.
Yeah. And you know what? It's okay. We work with what we got. And yeah.
And we work with what we got.
And we work with what we got. All right. So this is the energy for tonight. This is Hot Take After Dark. We are hoping and planning to do this at least once a month, on a Thursday, where we get fun and talk about a movie that, you know, kind of fits the vibe with Hot Take After Dark. So obviously this week it's Megan, which I feel like very much so. Yeah, yeah, very
Yeah.
much so fits the vibe.
Yeah.
Um, and my mom in chat is like, there's a weird sound that sounds like wind. It might be Kate's mic. She has her fan
Yeah.
on, I believe.
I give me one moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna just vamp for the girlies.
Okay, I'll vamp for the girlies.
I'll be back.
Okay, no, I won't do that. But I hope everyone's having a good week. Today is my Friday, which is very exciting. And I have just been, pushing through, getting through. It is storm season here in Los Angeles. Okay, Tony told me to drop a hot take. Hot take? A hot take about what? I mean, this whole show is a hot take. Maybe I will drop a hot take about. I don't. My mind is blank right now. My mind is blank right now. But yes, it's storming here in Los Angeles. So it hailed today. Lewin will get into that in a second. It hailed today, but the hail melted before it hit the ground. A hot take on The Last of Us. Ooh. A hot take on the... Okay, here are my quick hot takes on The Last of Us. Very good, excellent, amazing, wonderful. Both game and show. Abbott Elementary episode from this week. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, no notes. Exactly what I needed it to be and more. If you're not watching Abbott Elementary, you should be. It is one of the greatest shows ever, in my personal opinion. Oh, Miss Kate's a little blurry. What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. It's buffering now.
Oh, I love that.
I messed with it too much and she got mad at me.
She messed with it too much.
Listen, you can hear me.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is what we want to look at all night.
You mean you don't just want to see my ambiguous form?
Let me see.
That's not fun for you?
No, not really.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm like, you could try dipping and then coming back, or...
It's okay. It's okay. I got it.
Okay, she's got it. She's got it.
We're gonna reset it and it's gonna be fine.
She's got it. Ooh, Trisha in the chat coming in with a very hot take about Abbott. There she is. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay.
It was a struggle, but we did do it.
Yes. Oh yes, we have nighttime graphics. These are very fun. We hope you enjoy these. They're different than our normal graphics because Hot Take After Dark is not technically our normal show. Well, it is. We're just slightly intoxicated.
Different.
It's different.
It's all different.
It's all different.
We're not the same people.
No.
We bring in the doppelgangers for this one.
Exactly. Okay.
We're all robots.
We are all robots. Okay, so we already kind of started talking about it just a little bit, but to kick off our show, it's hot off the presses, of course, where we talk about
what?
A piece of industry news that's very relevant, and it is none other than Succession ending after season 4.
How do you feel?
I'm sad. However,
you're in mourning?
I am in mourning. However, I do like when shows do this, when they recognize that it's time to end and they end it on their own terms, versus just kind of going along with the flow and being like, we're going to make more and more and more and more and more and just kind of see where it takes us. So, and this was actually reported earlier this week, but they leaked it too early, but it officially was announced tonight that season 4, which is going to be the next season of Succession that airs at the end of March 26th on HBO Max, will be the last season. I do agree. I think it's Lewin said it's hard to see this show going even deeper than it currently is like is. And I totally agree.
Yeah, there's nowhere else I think for it to go.
Hmm.
They can't.
After this
We
season.
can't have like 8 seasons of them vying for the throne.
Exactly.
It would be a little much.
It would
Unless they're gonna go full Game of Thrones with it and everybody gets their own army, which
could be cool.
hey,
Could be
hey,
cool.
I would not be upset.
I would not be upset
But
either.
no, I agree. I think it's time
Yeah.
for it to end and end gracefully,
Hmm.
and then give me a Greg spinoff.
Interesting. A Greg spinoff.
I don't even like spinoffs, but I would watch it for him just to watch him be Greg.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, she's going for another.
Yes, my cup is empty. I've heard some rumors about what they've shot.
I've seen
You've seen things?
some photos
Yes.
from them when they shut down that street in New York.
Hmm.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be something. I have been hearing funeral, so we will see. Who knows if that's true or not, though, but that's just what I've been hearing.
Well, who knows who dies? Doesn't necessarily mean it's the old man.
It doesn't. What if it was Kendall?
The girl, I would love that simply for whatever the fuck would happen on Twitter.
Yeah,
That would
actually.
be so funny to me.
Yeah.
The R.I.P. Kendall tweets. Come on.
Well,
The like memorial shirts that they would make. I would pay for that. That would be funny as hell.
We did kind of get a Kendall death fake out in what season? Season 2? I don't remember what season that was.
3.
3? Was
I think it was the most recent one.
Most recent one? Yeah. So that was already a lot. Lewin
Hi,
said,
Lewin.
it would be like Princess Diana dying is a very strong statement to make, Tony.
You know what? Not wrong, though.
Not wrong. Kendall Roy
The country would mourn.
Kendall Roy, the people's princess. For sure.
The baby girl.
The baby girl. Now, here's the thing. If Succession Season 4 does air and Kendall does die, it's not our fault, okay?
Oh, no, you can blame me. That's my fault.
Okay,
I did that.
You can blame Kate. You can't blame me, though. Can't blame me.
Luna is clean.
I
bear these sins.
My hands are clean. Nope. But yeah, so that was just like announced like a few hours ago, like officially that they're ending it. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but
It's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be fun. That starts
I'm excited.
March 26th, which is my mother's birthday, on
Doesn't
HBO Max. What?
I was gonna say, isn't that the same week that Yellow Jackets starts?
Yes. I think on
We're
that
gonna be
Thursday.
so well fed.
We're gonna be very well fed.
So well fed.
Yeah. That week's good. Jimin's album also comes out that week. So
Maybe too well fed. Maybe too well fed.
Presents for everyone, really. Like presents for everyone.
They did this for you. This is all for your birthday.
For me specifically.
Yes.
For me specifically.
They all got together. They were like, Luna needs a good birthday present. Let's give her everything she's ever wanted.
I'm turning 25.
And here you go.
My frontal lobe is going to be fully developed. This is what I get. So I appreciate it.
You'll be old enough to appreciate it now.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, hot off the presses, Succession ending. Sad face, but we will we'll probably do a Succession episode of regular Hot Take at some point too. Probably after it ends, when we can do like a whole retrospective. Because it really is a phenomenal show. Crazy. Jeremy Strong is insane and wonderful, and yeah.
Possibly genuinely. Depending on who you ask.
What?
Crazy?
Oh. Yeah.
Listen, the segue worked like 30 seconds too late.
I know, it's fine. It's
And
fine.
I blame that. That's the booze delay.
Yeah, that is the booze delay for sure. All right, well, let's kind of get into M3GAN with the warm up. Let's get into it a little bit, just a little bit though. So the warm up is kind of where we give like synopsis of whatever we're talking about, little background, little history onto what we're talking about today. So obviously we were talking about M3GAN, released last year, in 2022. She's very fresh. Something also,
Was it technically released in 22?
yeah, right?
I saw that this year. I saw that in January.
Yeah, but it was released in 2022.
Okay.
IMDb says
Time
2022.
isn't real.
IMDb says 2022, so it's 2022.
Well, IMDb's a liar.
She does lie a lot, so it's
She
fine.
does lie.
It came out this year. Why does IMDb say 2022?
What I thought.
What's going on? Anyway.
They had one screening on the 31st, and they're like, 2022.
2022. 2022. 2022.
2022.
It was maybe festival circuit in 2022 is what Tony said. Which I can...
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I did not see this before the new year. I saw it at the Alamo. It wasn't even open then.
You did see it at the Alamo. That's pretty fun.
I christened the Chicago Alamo with M3GAN. That was the first thing I ever saw there.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
And I wouldn't take it back.
I remember we were talking and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going, like, I have my tickets ready for the first movie that I'm going to see at the Chicago Alamo. And I'm like, it better be M3GAN. And you're like, funnily enough, it absolutely is.
It is.
Yeah.
And it was their, like, first official day open.
That's amazing.
It was great.
Yeah. Fun time. Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, I was gonna start talking about the movie. I gotta hold myself.
Not yet.
We gotta give the people background. Although I'm sure all of you are well familiar with our queen and icon, Lord and Savior, M3GAN.
Yes. Would you like to say the synopsis?
I guess I will.
Okay.
A robotics engineer at a toy company builds a lifelike doll that begins to take on a life of its own.
Ooh.
Sentient AI.
Sentient AI. M3GAN is the moment, Lewin. That is so real. She is the moment. Really, truly. And for reasons more than like what the creators think they are. Yeah. And we'll talk about that a little
Earned,
later.
deserved. Love nothing more for her.
So it stars Allison Williams as the robotics engineer, and then Violet McGraw from, I would say, Haunting of Hill House fame. She played young Nell, as Katie, who is the little girl that M3GAN is essentially built for.
Which, like, just for a moment, think about Violet McGraw's filmography.
Dude.
At the tender age of what? 12, 13?
Dude.
Come on. The Haunting of Hill House. Haunting of Bly Manor. M3GAN. And I know she did one more.
Dr. Sleep.
Yes. Which... She was only in it for a half a second, but she was so good.
She was so good. She was so good. And she was also actually in Black Widow as young Yelena, young Florence Pugh, which I kind of love. So
slay.
Bird Box, yes. Thank you, Trisha. Bird Box.
I truly, how old is she?
Let's look.
Wait a minute. Don't look. What year do you think she was born?
I saw it already, so I can't guess. 2000.
Born in 2011.
2011?
I've never felt older in my entire life than this moment.
That's not a real year to be born in.
You can't be born in 2011.
You can't. That's not real.
I don't know how to process that. What was I doing in 2011? I was 14.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Lord.
Good God in heaven.
But killing it. So she's 12.
Yeah.
Not even, because she'll turn 12 in April. So she's 11. No. That's not how time works.
No.
No, yeah, it is.
Is it? I can't do math right now. Sorry, the stream is outputting at like not 60 frames per second and it's pissing me off, so I'm trying to figure out what's wrong.
It's alright.
It's
Listen,
all right.
we knew the show where we were not sober was gonna be the one where we had technical difficulties. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Sorry if it's kind of choppy, you guys. I'm seeing if I can fix it. But
Also, everybody's home and trying to watch their own items.
You're
so
right.
Thursday night.
Thursday night. It
At
is
night.
At night. Hot take. At night.
That's crazy. Yeah, killer filmography. So excited to see what else we get from Violet McGraw.
Yeah.
And obviously, we love Allison Williams.
We do love Allison
Probably
Williams.
most well known of Get Out fame.
Yes.
But has done so many things.
She's been in, so many different things. And I feel like also Twitter lately has taken a loving to her in making memes and whatnot.
Yes.
So that's pretty fun. Oh my god, the stream is pissing me off. Why is it outputting? So...
Everybody freeze.
Everybody freeze. Stop. Why is it outputting and not 60 frames per second? It hates me so bad right now. It hates me so bad right now. Sorry if it's choppy, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm not going to worry about it anymore.
It is.
It is what it is.
What it is.
It is what it is.
Lewin brings up a great point. She is a gay icon.
Yeah.
And furthermore, her character in this movie, gay.
Yeah.
There's no other explanation for what's happening there.
Yeah. I don't know.
She saw the opportunity. She was like, I'm actually gonna... You thought you were getting a normal aunt? No.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we didn't...
Gay robot scientist.
We didn't really describe it. If you haven't seen M3GAN, basically Allison Williams plays Violet McGraw's aunt. And Violet McGraw's character loses her parents in a car accident. And so Allison Williams is tasked to be her, like, official parental guardian. But, you know, hits under all of the tropes of, oh, I'm a single woman, I'm married to my job, I don't know how to take care of a kid. So I'm going to do what I think is best and make a AI
robot
for my niece.
To parent the child for me.
Yup. And if you're like, that sounds like Chucky, you're wrong. Completely different.
We gotta wait.
Yeah, I know, we gotta wait.
Don't
we gotta
get me
wait.
started.
We're not gonna do it
Don't
yet.
get me started.
We're not gonna do it yet. Not yet.
Everybody online, this is just a reboot of Chucky. Have you ever seen Chucky? Did you watch this movie? Anyway. Not gonna square up with random people. Fine.
You wrote some very fun stuff in the cultural context section of this segment, and I would love for you to talk about
Would you like me to read it?
Yes.
Okay. I clearly wrote this when I was much more sober than I am at the moment. So we're just gonna read it straight because there's no shot I'm paraphrasing this at the moment. The film itself feels more realistic than ever because of the surveillance data state that we kind of live in. And one of the things and I kind of kept waiting for it, and then it just never happened. And I never really saw that as a flaw, but I got to the end of the movie and appreciated it more than I did at first. Is that you kind of, or at least I did, you wait for M3GAN to be the product of some, like, slick organization that's trying to use the technology for evil. And instead it's just a misguided experiment from like a somewhat naive woman gone wrong.
Yeah.
And so I wrote this. I don't know if I still agree with it, but I wrote it at the time, so we'll stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
I wholeheartedly agree that it is not at all like Chucky.
Yeah.
And to me, it feels more Frankenstein-esque than like any other doll movie that we've seen.
No, for sure.
Which
Absolutely.
I love.
Yeah. Because Chucky...
I'd much rather see that. I think there's so much more dimension to that story than just evil corporation made evil doll. Let evil ensue.
Yeah. And also, it's not... Chucky is, like, a spiritual thing. Like, he's possessed by, you know, the ghost of a vengeful person. Versus M3GAN, who's literally just an AI, you know, like, learning and becoming, you know, bigger, which is something that we're dealing, like, a fear that we're absolutely dealing with now in this present day and age. Yeah, and Tony brings up a great point in chat.
Yeah.
It feels very authentic to the current AI explosion. Like, a lot of unethical stuff being done just because they can do it and they can build this AI.
Which, just to sidetrack to AI.
Sure.
For half a sec, half a mo.
It's related. It's related.
I was on a like Chicago filmmakers podcast last night, and one of the questions that they asked is like, do you as a writer feel any threat from AI and like from ChatGPT and all of this? And they were just genuinely asking. And I was like, no, not at all, for many reasons. But the foremost reason, in my opinion, that it will never surpass having a human actually write about human experiences, beyond the fact that like that just shouldn't have to be explained, is that a machine will never make anything. It doesn't have to understand the costs and the practicalities of making something. So you can have it write a script, but at the end of the day, how usable is that for you as somebody who's actually going to make that film?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not very usable at all.
Correct.
And until we start teaching cameras or putting AI into cameras, which don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not manifesting that. Just so we're clear.
I'm sure it exists already in some capacity, but not in the way that we're like thinking about it. But
autofocus is the most AI I ever want to see in a camera.
True.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Nothing else.
I will.
Nothing else. Yeah.
You can just set it up and it'll track the subject. No. You do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Learn how to make something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have a lot of feelings about AI. I didn't mean to. We'll segue back.
Yeah, we'll segue back.
But that does relate back to the movie where she is just trying to automate being a parent.
Yep.
With this doll, she's trying to not have to do it herself.
And we see how well that works out for her, right?
Yeah.
I would also
Does
like
it end in some criminal charges? It should.
I would also like to mention that an unrated version of M3GAN is being released in I want to say March 1st. I want to say like next week it's being released. And it will also be, M3GAN will be on streaming services next week as well. So
that is the second best piece of news you've told me all day.
What was the first?
I didn't know that. Well, we'll get to it later.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Spoilers.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're running over a little bit, so we gotta make this quick. But M3GAN, AI, all that fun stuff. So before we kind of get into the nitty gritty of M3GAN, we're gonna do a semi-new segment called See the Movie.
See the movie.
See the movie. And this is where we just talk about a movie that's, you know, releasing this week, that we want to see. So of course we're talking about Cocaine Bear.
What else is coming out?
What else is coming out? I'm sure there's other things, but nothing I care about.
There's just Cocaine Bear.
There's just Cocaine Bear.
There's just Cocaine Bear. Every theater, every screen, Cocaine Bear.
It's just Cocaine Bear. It's the new Avatar.
As it should be.
They're screening it in IMAX 3D. I wish. That'd be kind of fun. Um, I have heard that it's very one note by people who have seen it in the fact that it's just the same
It's
joke
about a bear on cocaine.
and it's about a bear on cocaine. But you know what? If that's all you
That's
want from the
what I
movie,
want.
exactly. That's all you want, then that's all you want.
Yeah, man. You named the movie Cocaine Bear. I knew exactly what I was walking into. If I walked out of that movie with some like surprise bait and switch deep message, I'd be upset.
True.
I want a bear on cocaine. That's it.
That's it. I'm also
That's it.
really excited for Alden Ehrenreich making his comeback. He did
Is
play
this the first thing he's done?
since Solo. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let's look.
Let's find out.
I don't think
Let's
so.
find out.
If any of the other Alden's Angels in chat want to correct me,
I'm sure he's done other things, but I haven't seen him in anything else.
yeah,
The
let's,
fact that this movie is Ray Liotta's last movie is, in my personal opinion, the slay of the century. What better movie to go out on?
Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear.
He was in Brave New World, the TV series, which I have not seen. And he was in a movie called Fair Play, which I also have not seen.
That's
But is
okay.
it a movie?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, it is. It's just... Okay. It's like meta. And so I saw the trailer and I was like, what am I watching?
But yeah, I feel like
Alright.
this is his big screen return since he played young Han Solo in Solo: A Star Wars Story, which he was
Ooh.
very good in. I will say he was very good in. He was really good. So I'm just
Debating that today, so I'm not...
okay.
I'll just let that one sit. He's
I'm
gonna be in
just-
Oppenheimer. I didn't know that.
He is gonna be in Oppenheimer, and he's also gonna be in the Ironheart TV series for Marvel.
So when are we getting any information on that?
Who's to say? Do you want me to call up Kevin? I can call up Kevin. I have his direct line.
Yeah, call up Kevin.
Okay, I'll do that after.
I just want like a little tease. What's going on?
Yeah, Lewin's right. He does need to do more comedies. He's a very good comedic actor. He was in Hail Caesar. He was really good in that. So,
Which I've never seen, but has come up now 4 times in the last week. So I feel like I have to.
I think that's a sign that you have to watch it.
Gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I like him as an actor, so
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think coming back into the scene with Cocaine Bear is iconic.
He also has a public Instagram now, guys, so you can follow him on Instagram.
What are they? The Alden Angels? What is it?
Alden Angels. Alden Angels.
Ride.
Ride Alden Angels. Being dead serious.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited. So Cocaine Bear out tonight. I was going to go see it tonight. Unfortunately, I have to reschedule because I got to do stuff tonight. But yes, Cocaine Bear out tonight.
It's gonna be fun.
See the movie if you want to.
See the movie.
See the movie.
Which, just because this is the first time we're doing this segment, we gotta give you a little bit of background on where See the Movie comes from. So quick, I prom. When Venom, the first Venom, came out, there was a set of promotional materials that Luna saw because you were working in film PR at the time that just had the tagline, "See the movie" on it.
Yup.
Nothing else.
Yup.
Which immediately became like just a constant inside joke for everybody that you told.
Yes.
And anytime we saw anything ever, we'd go, "See the movie." Because there is one video of us standing in front of the Venom, like whatever those are, the poster
Standee, yeah.
standees at the AMC in
Metreon. In San Francisco.
And you and I just go up to the camera, no explanation, in front of the standee and go, see the movie, and then walk away. And ever since then, we just repeat it to each other.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the joke. See the movie.
If I find the video, I'll see if we can post it. If Kate wants to, I'll see if we can post it on socials, because it is literally like a 5-second clip. It's very funny. Yeah, it's really good.
Lasted years.
Yeah, this has been See the Movie, and let's get into the takes about M3GAN. Let's get into them. I think.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Methinks.
Yeah.
I will post it. We'll put it on Instagram and probably on YouTube Shorts too.
Yeah.
Just let people know what they're missing.
See that movie.
M3GAN.
M3GAN. The nitty gritty.
Somebody needs to draw. I bet they have. We said M3GAN. I thought Negan. I need to see M3GAN drawn with the Negan bat immediately.
We don't have time. We don't have time to unpack that. But
it's fitting.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong. Actually, call him up. We're reshooting The Walking Dead. I want M3GAN instead of Negan.
Yeah.
Just do it over.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so M3GAN as a movie, I feel like when people were Tony, I'm not gonna respond to that because that is a Last of Us 2 reference, not Walking Dead, but similar train of thought with zombies. I feel like when people, it instantly became kind of like a cultural phenomenon because of the iconic dance moves that she does that we saw in the first trailer. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I should have pulled up a clip to show it, but essentially there's a part in M3GAN where she's just kind of going on a little murder rampage and stops to do a cute little dance that looks absolutely ridiculous. And of course the internet caught on and latched onto it, and just made it at like very like huge. It was like viral, and it was like it made people go see it 100%, like way more than they probably already would have. And it is truly a camp masterpiece in my opinion.
And to that point,
yeah,
part of what this film did so well and the reason we all went to see it was the viral marketing. And I just think that I need all of the studios, and especially all of the streaming services, take notes.
Yeah.
You do need to market your films. I know you think that you don't. You're wrong. Yeah. You release something, and I don't know that it's out there. I'm not going to go see it.
Yeah.
If you bury it on the 6th page of your homepage, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Netflix.
Literally, marketing can make
things and then burying them.
Yeah, marketing makes or breaks like reception of a film. In my personal, obviously, also like how good the film is, but like it needs to be marketed properly in order to have an audience come and watch it, whether it's good or bad.
Because like Smile did a similar thing, very like different veins, but similar viral marketing. And it did well. It did way better than anybody expected. But because it wasn't, like, it didn't kind of buy into its own campiness, it kind of missed that mark.
I agree.
But M3GAN knew exactly what it was doing.
M3GAN knew exactly what it was doing. And I totally just forgot until right now, the first trailer was set to this very funny remix of Taylor Swift's It's Nice to Have a Friend. Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
And that really made it, because at like the world premiere, they had like dancers dressed up like as M3GAN, and they performed to that song. Like, come on.
Ever made that decision, I hope that your pillow is always cold.
Exactly. And it doesn't, I love it because it doesn't take itself seriously, and that's the only way, in my opinion, that it would have worked. Because if it did, it'd been like, I don't know, but it's very silly and very stupid in a good way, and you have a lot of fun when you're watching it. And if it had been kind of very, I feel like also, so Smile, for those who don't know, was a horror film that came out kind of like tail end of 2022. Elevated horror, not really, but it was just like the same thing over and over again. But if it didn't take itself seriously, it could have been way better. But it took itself too seriously, and I was like, this is highbrow art about a creature that smiles and terrifies you. And it's like, okay, like, I don't care. But Megan's like,
Which
this is a little girl.
I just never understood the decision to like go that route with the marketing, because they're like trying to emulate that, and then also in their first trailer they have one of the cheesiest ending jump scares to a trailer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And so like I saw that initially and was like, well, maybe they'll lean into that. And then they were like, no, this is very serious. I'm like, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I'm confused what you're going for here.
Right.
Because the movie itself wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't a bad movie. It was fine.
Yeah.
But the marketing was confusing.
Marketing was
effective,
confusing.
but confusing.
Yeah, agree. But
Megan?
Perfect.
No.
Perfect. It was perfect. It was marketed exactly what it was. It was camp. Didn't take itself seriously. It is also, of course, a heartwarming, like, bonding story between this mother figure, Allison Williams, and Violet McGraw's character. And it's like, and that's all it needs to be. And
similar to what we were talking about earlier with like the AI thing, it has a point. It doesn't beat you over the head with it. It's not trying to moralize to you, but it has a point.
Yeah.
It does have a stance on what it's talking about.
Yes.
And it holds that stance throughout. And that's part of what allows you to buy into it.
Absolutely.
You know what you're going in for, and it gives that to you, and it adds a little seasoning on top. But it doesn't try and go crazy with it.
Yes.
And that's what I love.
That's what I love too. And then if we kind of want to talk about like the Frankenstein monster of it all, you have, you know, well-meaning adult creating something that they think is going to be helpful, and then ends up evolving into something that they're not prepared for. And it's just, it's so fun. It's definitely not, so my mother does not like horror movies. I don't blame her. Horror movies can be scary.
Yeah.
They can be scary.
Listen, there's something wrong with all of us that pay to feel bad. All right, like, we're not well.
No.
I get why you might not enjoy that.
No. But Mom, you can definitely watch this. There are a couple scenes, obviously, that are a little suspenseful, but I feel like they're very obvious jump scares. Like, you know they're going to come. You're like, all right, there's going to be a jump scare happening any second now. And you can mentally prepare yourself. It is a little, just a tad gory. Not, like, crazy, but it's a little gross. You can get a little
Just
gross.
a little.
Just a little.
I'm excited to see what the unrated version looks like.
Yeah. I'm like,
that'll be something.
That'll be interesting, because I'm like, it wasn't rated R, was it? I think it was rated PG. Yeah, it's PG-13. So
yeah,
because they definitely want to get that younger audience too, and I respect that absolutely.
Yeah.
So once it comes out on streaming, watch it. Yes, and Lewin is very correct. It leaves just enough to the imagination when it comes to like those kind of bloody scenes where you do cringe a little bit, but it's not so much that you have to like completely cover your eyes and cringe away.
An art that I think we've lost.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I think The Boys ruined that for at least a few years. People just like saw the success that it had, and they were like, we can do that too. It's like, but do you need to?
And see,
they're going for something very specific there. Do you need to?
And it plays into The Boys' central themes, which I will not get into right now. The Boys, excellent television show on Amazon Prime.
But very gory.
Very gory.
Very graphic.
Very graphic. And we will definitely do an episode on The Boys for sure, because that is such a wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful piece of media, with a lot to say about it. But you have this cute little.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
What, similar to my Chucky note earlier, but like one of the critiques that I saw over and over again after this movie came out, and after I saw it and decided that it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life, was this idea that, and this is a direct quote from a critique that I saw, not saying the film isn't still executed solidly or isn't effective, it just feels like such an obvious rewrapping of an old classic. And listen, I have many thoughts on this, because as we know, I'm not a reboot girl.
No.
Give me something new, give me something original.
Yeah.
I will always take that over something I've already seen.
Absolutely.
But the idea of rewrapping the horror of something you created, like losing control over something you created, is not new.
No.
Again, it goes back to Frankenstein and many decades and eons before that.
Yeah.
I love that we went straight from decades to eons.
Mm-hmm.
Time.
Mm-hmm.
And it, to me, is so frustrating when we get stuck in these loops of, yeah, but it's not brand new. Like, that's not the point. What this movie does is it does rewrap a concept that we are already familiar with, and then it engages in the current reality in a very real way to take this concept that we are familiar with and put it into terms that we understand, that feel real. And that is what horror is supposed to do.
Absolutely.
All of our fears are very unoriginal. Everything you've ever been afraid of, people have been afraid of since the dawn of time.
Mm-hmm.
But what they look like and how you interact with them and how you go about approaching them is wildly different.
Absolutely.
And so I love that about this movie. And I was just endlessly frustrated. We've already seen this. Have you?
Have you?
I haven't.
And
Have you?
You know what else I love about this movie? I love that M3GAN sings a cover of Sia's Titanium. I feel like that also really, really hits the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can't even begin to explain to you what happened to my soul when that happened. I was sitting in the theater like, this is single-handedly the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why it's happening.
Yeah.
And there is no explanation. She just sings like a chorus and a verse.
Well, because she's trying to comfort Violet McGraw's character and be like, go to sleep, and she's singing Sia's Titanium.
Ah, yes, the children's lullaby that we all know. Sia's Titanium.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when that song came out, we were all wearing homecoming dresses and dancing to that in our school gyms. Don't act like it is children's lullaby.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
the
really
greatest
good.
needle drop I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it counts, but it should.
Nothing to lose. So good. So good.
When is she releasing an album?
Truly. I will say, obviously, so the way this film ends is there's, like, she is destroyed, but not really. And they've already confirmed a sequel. And so I will end our kind of M3GAN thoughts with this, is that I need the M3GAN franchise to be Violet McGraw's Scream franchise, as it was to Neve Campbell. That's what I need. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
That's what I need.
Yes. She was out here like, I'm going to be so well known for The Haunting of Hill House and all of these highbrow horror. You are. You will always be an icon. But M3GAN, your pièce de résistance.
M3GAN is where it's at, girl. M3GAN's where it's
at. Oof.
I'm really excited. Again, so M3GAN out on streaming. Hold on. I'm gonna double confirm what day it's out on streaming. Give me 1 second.
Is it gonna be on HBO Max? Do we know?
I think it's gonna be on Peacock.
Why is it always Peacock?
Yes, M3GAN, streaming online. How to watch the unrated version of M3GAN this week. A version with new footage. Oh, new footage. Well, I guess it has to be new
Ooh.
footage if it's unrated, right? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that plays into it. But yes, it'll be on Peacock. It is on, or it will be on digital. Wait, stop. It's on
Criterion Collection.
it's on Peacock tomorrow.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
If you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
at midnight, turn it on.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you have, at midnight, turn it on again.
Mhm.
I know you want to watch it again. We all do. I'll be watching it again.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have Peacock. I gotta find out.
Yeah. Get your free free trials
Free trial.
to watch M3GAN unrated for sure.
Ooh.
But
Yes.
yeah, streaming tomorrow on Peacock. So both versions, the unrated version and the theatrical version. So
Double feature.
double feature. And with that, it's time for everybody's favorite segment of the week.
My favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment. It's hot or not.
Ooh, hot or not. I clicked the wrong thing for 2 seconds, but yes, hot or not, baby.
It's actually just a roulette.
Yes.
You'll find out.
It's a roulette. It's a little roulette. So lots of fun things in pop culture this week, guys. As you can see from my slideshow, the first thing we're going to talk about, BAFTAs happened this past weekend. Hot or not, Ariana DeBose's rap at the BAFTAs. You know what? I'm gonna say hot. And here's the thing, because it's camp, and they set my girl up.
Listen. They set her up. Mm-hmm. This was an inside hit. There is no other explanation.
They're literally.
The call was coming from inside the house.
Literally. If you haven't seen it.
Everybody was clowning. But we're all singing it.
Angela Bassett did the thing. If you haven't seen it yet, it is basically her listing off names of various actresses
that are nominated.
It's a lot, but it's really funny. Like in a camp way. And her publicity, like her publicists need to have her play into it because it's really funny, and the internet is gonna know about this, like is gonna remember this forever for the rest of her life. So yeah.
I hope she leans in. I understand why, like when it happened, she deactivated some of her social media because there was just suddenly an onslaught of people clowning her online, and I totally get that. But if she can if her and her team can work to like lean into it, I think it's just really funny.
It is.
I felt bad that people were like, there were some people taking it very seriously and like being harsh about it.
Yeah, but I'm like,
it's just funny.
It's just funny.
It's just funny.
It's stupid. It's fun. It's stupid. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's silly. It's a little camp. We live, laugh, love. We move on.
Let
her live. She's an Oscar winner. What have you done?
Literally, she won an Oscar for a role in which she was singing her heart out. So everybody shut up.
Everybody be nice.
That's excuse me, I'm choking on my own spit. That's what I have to say about that. All right, next on the docket.
What a time.
Next on the docket.
Also at the BAFTAs. Mm-hmm. The hottest icon on the red carpet. Mm-hmm. Marcel Deschamps with shoes on. This is so cute.
Look at him. He's so cute. I mainly just wanted an excuse to show this photo because this is possibly the cutest photo I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is.
Marcel Deschamps with shoes on is also a very wonderful and like just heart-wrenching film. It's beautiful. But look at him in his little top hat on the red carpet of the BAFTAs. So
So
cute.
cute.
Hot, 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 hot,
Hot,
hot.
obviously.
Hot.
Hot.
Hot. We love
Hot.
Marcel Deschelles. We love Jenny Slate too.
Yes.
Both wonderful things.
Icons.
So yes, I just wanted you all to see this photo. I just wanted everyone to see it. I think it's really cute.
Everybody must see.
Everybody must see. All right, next. Hot or not, Kate, Burlesque coming to Netflix on March 1st.
Hot.
Yeah.
I will be watching.
Very hot.
Will be on repeat in my house.
Yeah.
I love this movie so much. It shaped me. It changed a part of me. I am so excited. If you are watching and you have never seen this movie, it is the camp ride of your life.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much of it is camp at this point. It's just the ride of your life. Cher is sharing. Christina Aguilera is Aguileraing. And Stanley Tucci is there.
Yeah.
You don't need anything else. It's so good.
It is. Tell me how you burlesque, baby. So good.
Great soundtrack. Anyway.
Great soundtrack.
Talk about that movie for forever.
Yes.
It's hot. I'm so
Hot.
glad that they're putting it on a streaming service.
Hot that it's going to be on Netflix, readily available
What?
to rewatch as you please. For sure. All right, next on the docket.
Luna.
Yeah.
Hot or not. Pedro's little outfit. What do you think about this?
They're just putting him in anything right now. You know what, though? I kind of respect it.
Here's my only thing.
Sure.
First of all, I love him. Talk about a little Muppet of a man. Obsessed with Mr.
Yes.
Pascal. This would be a sleigh if the undershirt was either white or matched the pants.
Thank you.
I don't understand the gray.
I don't understand the gray.
The first time I saw it, I was like, I don't, like, that was a choice, and I don't understand why.
The gray?
If this was a jumpsuit stitch, and then you throw that cute little slutty cardigan over it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here for it. I just don't understand the gray tank.
I don't understand the gray tank.
This might just be over my pay grade. Like, I am by no means a fashionista, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get it.
I'm not totally feeling it. Of course, love Pedro. He's been amazing in The Last of Us. And I'm glad
he's hot.
That the
acting chops are hot. He is physically hot. This outfit just is not.
But I'm glad that the world has been waking up to his talent, because me and Oops have been yelling about it forever. But, you know, it's fine. Whatever. It's fine. That's fine.
You knew him before he was cool.
I knew him before he was cool. By the way, I know we're like running short on time, but I don't care. It's fine. We had technical difficulties. We'll go a little over. Mandalorian starts next week. I have seen next to no marketing for it.
This is my point. This is my point, babes. He is having the moment. He is having a moment. And you're not using that to capitalize on your film? Like, he's at the Mandalorian premiere. Have I seen anybody talking about the Mandalorian?
I think this was like a press junket, but I'm...
No way! He has Mandalorian in big, bright letters right behind him. And I still had no idea.
Yeah.
That it was coming back anytime soon. I was like, oh, I guess they're gearing up.
Comes back next week. Next week, by the way. Next week.
Disney?
That's when it comes
I
back.
have so many questions.
Yeah.
Is this effective for you?
Yeah.
Am I missing something? Maybe it is.
Which means either the marketing team is bad or the season is bad. So, one of two things.
And it's going to be their most watched season.
Yep.
Because everybody's hot off The Last of Us and wants more Pedro. So,
yes.
It better be good.
Better be good. Better be good. And last but definitely not least, hot or not, Steven Yeun being cast in Marvel's Thunderbolts.
Do I even need to say it?
Here's the thing. 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 Steven Yeun, hot. Cast in a Marvel thing.
I think it's hot. Suddenly I care about Marvel again.
See, fair. Fair. He's getting his bag,
Okay.
and I respect that.
And I would watch him prance around in a silly little outfit.
Sure.
Like, let's be real. But also, can we just take a moment? Because I did not care about this movie when it was announced.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most people did not.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderbolts, which isn't going to come out until next year, has like the most stacked cast of any Marvel movie that's been announced in the last few years. I'm excited for this, and I don't even know what it's about, and I don't even think I'm excited about the concept. But, and I can't remember if it's Ayo or Ayo.
Ayo?
Edibiri.
Yes.
From The Bear,
Mm-hmm.
who's the sous chef in The Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, is filming in Chicago right now, so they're somewhere here.
Very exciting.
I'm gonna walk in here. Is also gonna be in that. Steven Yeun's in that. Obviously, our usual players, Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus are in it. That, I think, that's not the first time we're gonna see Harrison as Thaddeus, is it?
I think it is.
Like, I didn't care about this movie, and suddenly I kind of do.
Yeah, this cast is kind of insane. It's basically, the Thunderbolts is basically kind of like Marvel's Suicide Squad. It's basically a group of supervillains that get tasked to do stuff. So it'll be interesting.
And for Mr. Yeun himself, I will be sad.
Yeah.
I will be sad.
Yeah.
I will be sad. So it's hot. I feel morally compromised that it's hot, but it's hot.
It's hot.
It is hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that,
yeah, we're at the end.
We've held you captive long enough.
I know.
Toasty in here.
Toasty. Thank you everybody for watching. Just want to preface, there will be no hot take this Sunday. This is we did a hot take after dark in its place. I will be in H-Town, so no
Getting into trouble.
Getting into trouble, you know it.
Hanging out with Meg.
I hope. That'd be fun.
Tell her I said hi.
Maybe Beyonce too. We'll see.
Hey, Cash.
So yes, no hot take this weekend, but we'll be back March 5th, Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Usual.
And the film is TBD.
It is TBD.
You'll have to watch our socials to find out.
Yeah. And where can they find us?
Keep an eye out. And keep an eye out on our Letterboxd, because that is where you will find out what the next movie is first, always. So we have to post our silly little review. Gotta let you know.
Yes. But follow us on Instagram at hottake_show, Letterboxd at hottakeshow, and make sure you're subscribed to us on YouTube so you never miss anything ever. And that's it.
The bots will find you.
Yeah.
They'll let you know.
Yeah.
They'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it from us.
Good night.
Night, y'all. Have a great evening. Have
Get
a
some
good weekend.
sleep.
Stay
Love
dry if you're in California. Stay cold if you're
warm.
anywhere else. I don't know. Stay warm.
Stay warm if it's cold out.
Yeah.
Stay cold if it's warm out.
Yeah.
There are places that are like 80 degrees right now in the U.S.
That's true. I will be there tomorrow. So
that's heinous. Have fun.
Finger hearts.
Bye.
Love you all. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on March 5th. Bye.